This date is forever marked by bloodshed in India's struggle for independence. The Jallianwala Bagh massacre saw British bullets rain down on unarmed Indians. However, this story is not just about the massacre. It's also about a man who stood against the British Empire with words sharper than bullets. A man many have forgotten, Chettur Sankaran Nair. A brilliant lawyer and a judge of the Madras High Court, Sankaran Nair was the first Indian to be appointed President of the Indian National Congress in 1897. He was no stranger to power, but what made him truly remarkable were the positions he chose to give up. On that fateful Baisakhi day in 1919, thousands gathered at Jallianwala Bagh to peacefully protest the Rowlatt Act, a law that allowed detention without trial. Without warning, Brigadier General Reginald Dyer ordered his troops to fire indiscriminately for 10 minutes. There was no exit, no mercy. The official death toll was 379, though many people believe it was over 1,000. The garden became a graveyard. The massacre sparked debate back in London, but in India, it ignited rage and disgust. One man, Chettur Sankaran Nair, was part of the Viceroy's Executive Council, a position of power, prestige, and influence. When he learned about the massacre, he did something rare for that time. He resigned in protest. His resignation sent shockwaves through the political landscape. For the first time, an Indian in high office had publicly condemned British brutality from within the system. His act of dissent became a moral statement and a significant blow to imperial arrogance. As a direct result of his resignation, censorship of the press in Punjab was lifted, martial law was withdrawn, and a formal investigative commission, the Hunter Commission, was established to look into the atrocities in Punjab. Upon returning to Madras, Nair was celebrated as a national hero. Massive crowds greeted his train, and his resignation gave ordinary Indians confidence that someone in power had taken a stand. But he did not stop there. In 1922, he wrote a controversial book titled Gandhi and Anarchy. While critical of Gandhi's methods, the book also dismantled the British justification for the massacre. This led to a famous defamation case filed by Michael O'Dwyer, the Lieutenant Governor of Punjab during the massacre. Nair stood firm and did not back down. The trial, held in London's King's Bench Court, became the longest-running civil trial of its time. Nair fought in hostile territory, an English court with an all-English jury and a judge who openly favoured O'Dwyer. Despite the injustices of the trial, Nair refused to apologize and was ultimately found guilty by a jury vote of 11-1, resulting in an order to pay damages. Nonetheless, he proclaimed that no verdict from any English court could tarnish his reputation, asserting his point not only in the courtroom but also in the annals of history. Sankaran Nair is rarely remembered, but in the face of massacre and silence, he chose protest, action, courage. On this anniversary of Jallianwala Bagh, we remember not only those who died, but those who dared to speak when others stayed quiet.